Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, Rotorua District Council has announced the appointment of 5 directors for the inaugural board of the new CCO. Te Arawa and Council share their vision for a world-class lakefront development and the draw for this weekend's Baywide rugby competition. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. The Rotorua District Council has announced the appointment of 5 directors for the inaugural board of the new CCO, or Council-Controlled Organisation, which is tasked with driving the district's future economic development for the next 3 years. The board members are John Green, Chair, Dr Warren Parker, Jane Nees, Michael Barnett and Tony Marks. Mayor Kevin Winters says the 5 board members appointed to date provide Rotorua with a very high-powered, well-connected and hugely experienced resource. He says the new directors come with a wide range of local, national and international backgrounds and very broad experience. And they provide a mix of strategic management and governance skills that will be immensely valuable for Rotorua's economic future. Green Party MP Holly Walker hosted the Inside Child Poverty documentary last night at Rave. Ms Walker says the Brian Bruce documentary lays bare our country's most pressing issue. She told City News that she is travelling around the country with the documentary, talking to people and looking for solutions to the issue.
Or is this really how bad it is?
Yeah.
You know, getting good feedback from people?
Yeah, yes, definitely. And it is a very powerful film. And one of the things I think that comes through really strongly is the issue of housing and the quality of housing that many of our children are living in, both from a perspective of the cold, damp, drafty, uninsulated homes, but also I think the lengths that many families are going to because of the unaffordability and unavailability of housing, that many are crowding into one dwelling. You know, many more families than these homes were really built for, and the impact of that on child health is quite significant in terms of respiratory illnesses, things like rheumatic fever,
vulnerability to other
disease,
things.
and then the costs of that from a health perspective are very high as well. So one thing that has come through very strongly in the discussion is the need to do something about housing, both from a quality and an affordability perspective.
More from Green MP Holly Walker later in City News. 2 male tourists were in Rotorua Hospital overnight with stab wounds after being attacked in Taupo. Police report that the backpacker injuries are relatively serious but not life-threatening. The 2 were attacked in separate incidents in Taupo. A 19-year-old local man is currently in custody, having been arrested for the assaults. A group calling themselves the Steam City Steampunks are planning an event for fellow steampunk enthusiasts from around the country. Steampunk is a fashion trend that is described as Victorian science fiction, combining Victorian fashion with an industrial twist. Karen Hansen from Steam City Steampunks says she believes the fashion trend is set to grow.
Where do you think steampunk's going to go in New Zealand?
It's only getting bigger from here. I mean, I already see it integrating itself into mainstream fashion, and I'm really excited about that because one of the main things that I want to do with Shotgun Bridal is bridge that gap between alternative and fashion and show people that it doesn't all have to be in the box. I mean, stereotypes and strict traditions, they've been left for dust.
Rotorua District Council and Te Arawa Property Company, Pukarua Lakefront Holdings Limited, have been working closely together to develop new concepts for the city's underutilised lakefront. The Te Arawa Company wants to develop land they own in the lakefront area into a world-class recreation, lifestyle, visitor and retail destination with a strong alignment to the Rotorua CBD revitalisation program and integration with the city's lakefront development plan proposals. Company Chairman Malcolm Shaw says that the company had commissioned RCG Limited to undertake extensive market research and following close consultation with Council, a master plan vision for developing the site has been unveiled. Mr Short says the master plan would create an accessible, active and vibrant urban edge alongside the lakeshore for the benefit of the whole community and would provide an important economic boost. Mayor Kevin Winters says the council is pleased to see another bold investment by Te Arawa following their very successful development of Rotorua Central at the other end of town. In sport tonight, if last year's Baywide rugby season is anything to go by, nothing is guaranteed. That's the word from Bay of Plenty rugby experts, with 7 rounds still to go in the competition before semi-finals. The game of the round could be the match-up between Rotoiti and Te Puna in Rotoiti tomorrow. The Lakesiders have been a breath of fresh air this season, stacked full of youngsters who are keen to impress their coach Wayne Allmond. Te Puke have 47 points and lead the division. They take on Greeton Marist on their home turf. It's the Battle of the Bridge, with Mount Maunganui hosting Tauranga Sports at Blake Park. Whakarewarewa will be hoping to build their own bridge when they play their local derby, a match between Waikiki on their home soil. Waikiki are struggling this season and are looking forward to relegation straight in the face. However, the black and yellow always lift against Whaka, especially at home. And Rangatau have a huge battle on their hands this weekend when they host Opotiki. Let's check out the weekend weather now for those rugby games. Brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, fine weather, freshening westerlies with an overnight low of 4. Tomorrow, Saturday, showers clearing in the afternoon, westerlies with a high of 13 and a low of 4. The outlook for Sunday, fine spells with southwest winds, a high of 14 and a low of 7. To the marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for tomorrow, westerly rising to 15 knots in the morning and to 20 knots for a time in the afternoon. Waves rising to half a metre for a time. Fair visibility and showers clearing in the afternoon. And if you missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can catch up by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and click on View Later City News. Or to view what's on in our city, click on the upcoming events. Coming up after the break, William Yip from Rotorua Museum has news on new exhibitions currently on show. And Wayne Douglas talks to Green Party MP Holly Walker about child poverty in New Zealand.